everybody, welcome back to the show. Great to have you here. Love our Friday reviews together where I get to have a lot of fun, and hopefully you do as well, going through everything that I wanted to share with you that doesn't necessarily fit into one specific show. So a lot of different topics. Typically we get to like 8, 9, 10 different things, all just a couple minutes each. And of course, many of this or much of this based on things that you're asking me to review. And a lot of these things will end up on my favorite resource-based pages. So without further ado, we're going to dive right into the show. A little later in the show, we'll get to our research at the end. You don't want to miss that on the wireless AirPods that many people are wearing, or headphones. You definitely don't want to miss that. We're going to talk about some of the science behind that, whether it could be dangerous or not. A new saliva test for heart attacks that can save hours in the hospital that you want to share with friends and family just so that they're aware. We've got a book review today, which is really topical based on all the different things and categories we've been going over for the past couple weeks. And then a brand new EMF blocking device from my favorite company. I'm going to share that as well. But before we do, we always get into what's new, what's happening in this world. Well, I've been talking about all these different, not all these different events, a whole 2 events, but you know, it's like, it's world changing and life changing, and so strange to say that, but really to get back out there in the world. And again, as I've said before, it's not right for everyone, and I get it. And believe me, I'm a supporter of whatever you feel is right for you and your family, you should do. It's your right to feel that way, and I support you, no doubt about it. But for me, I love my alone time. There's no doubt about it. I'm in my, what I call the lab, basically every single day, my office, and doing research, and I'm writing, and I'm creating courses and podcasts and anything that I can do to teach, right? And the majority of it is completely free, open sourced, so that I can teach as many people as possible. Essentially what I found to be effective in my own life, but also in private practice now for over 20 years. So there's that part to it, which I love, but I also love being able to go out there and share ideas and meals and just energy with other like-minded people. So I've gone to 2 events and they were absolutely fantastic. And so what I'm looking to do for IHPs, anybody in our IHP-based community, I'm going to do 2 small group meetings. So we're going to do 2 small group meetings, probably about 6 people, 1 in the south and 1 up in the north. So if you're in IHP, look for this post. It's going to be not spur of the moment, but it's about 3-4 weeks from now. So check it out over inside of the IHP Facebook groups, and we'll most likely send an email as well. But small groups, small get-togethers. Again, we love our IHP-based community. We're trying to really train the future of health practitioners, whether it be medical doctors, nurses, acupuncturists, chiropractors, personal trainers. Who else do we have? Yoga instructors, so many different health-based professionals, other health coaches that already have other health coaching certification. And then, of course, half of the people have no health-based experience, but they want to learn how to become a health coach. And so we help them as well. That's all over at integrativehealthpractitioner.org if you want to check out the details. And then one more thing I'd love to say about IHP is that for anybody looking to become a life coach, a transformational life coach, we have a new program that does have a prerequisite. You must be first just IHP level 1 certified. But if you are, then you can take the IHP mastery-based program. This is a 6-month program that you get on live workshops with myself and Dr. Jennifer as well. And we take you through 11 different modules of content. There's like nothing else out there. It allows you to take all of the different health protocols that you've learned about wellness and weight loss and anti-aging. And now, how do you help clients get even better results by creating consistent habit and lifestyle-based change that sticks? So you can check that out. That's over at integrativehealthpractitioner.org/mastery if you'd like to check out the details there. All right, that's what's happening in our IHP world. We also have free shipping Memorial Day weekend. Kind of nice little bonus add-on there. And the last thing is, which was just totally spur of the moment, that I said to my team, I want to give away our brand new USDA Organic CBD Oil. It's from small farms right here in the United States, certified organic. It's full spectrum, so you get the full spectrum of cannabinoids. And it's, again, like it's just best in show. It's best in quality, because that's what we do. We just don't want to make a lower quality copycat-based product when truthfully, we were offering CBD and really talking about the benefits of CBD back in 2016, 2017, before it was like a thing, right? So right now, though, we are giving away one of our 250 milligram bottles completely free on qualifying domestic orders over $129 while supplies last over at equa.life. All right. Let's dive into our first review of the week. And I'm going to go over, I was actually going to go over the product review, but I'm actually going to go over the book review first. So this is a book that I have up in Boston, and I'm not in Boston right now, so I can't review it for you. But when I was trying to think, because a lot of people ask, how can I get more information when I go over the worst foods, the most anti-inflammatory foods, or the most inflammatory foods, which I went over, the most anti-inflammatory foods. Then I went over the best cancer-fighting foods just on this past week of podcasts, which if you didn't tune in, you have to check out all the different shows this week. On Monday, episode 1935, we went over how to create excellence in your life through simple daily habit change. Definitely check that out. On Tuesday, episode 1936, we went over the top 7 cancer-fighting foods. On episode 1937, we went over what foods are highest in mold that you'll want to avoid. And then yesterday, a fun, I want to say this the best way, low strain, high results workout. So a workout that's not going to tax your nervous system and leave you exhausted, yet give you energy and also help to reshape that body, right? So that was a great one. That was a fun one. That was, I wanted to pop that in for a Training Thursday because I know spring is here, summer's coming. That was episode 1938. And of course, today is episode 1939. So all the links today will be at stephencabral.com/1939. Check it all out right there. We'll link everything up literally that you could think about that I talked about on the show. So the book that I have in Boston that just most related to what I've been talking about lately with seasonal eating and foods and all these things is a book called Eat to Beat Disease. Nice little ring to it. The New Science of How Your Body Can Heal Itself. And I wanted to share that with you because there's some really good science in it. And it's the science of why you should be eating a rainbow of colors. I've talked about it on all different podcasts, but if you want one book on it, like one book that you could share with family, read yourself, remotivate yourself to eat the rainbow, you can check it out. It's a big book. It's about 500 pages or so, as I can remember. Okay, Dr. William Li is the author of Eat to Beat Disease. Again, I will link that up over at stephencabral.com/1939. So the book talks about flavonols, why the different pigments in certain fruits and vegetables help with certain diseases of the body. And believe it or not, it actually breaks it down into like the 5 systems or categories of foods that can help with specific ailments of the body. So specifically, let's say that you have cardiovascular issues. There's a which foods are best for cardiovascular. Let's say you have gut issues. Okay, gut issues. What foods would be best there? How about immunity? Okay, which foods are best for immunity? What about like your own natural regeneration and DNA protection? Okay, there's foods on telomere and DNA-based protection. And also, actually, I believe I named all 5 categories there, but circulation, blood pressure, cardiovascular are all there. So great book. Again, feel free to check it out. I will link it up today, and you will never again say, well, fruits and vegetables are bad for you. All right. Next up, I want to go over my product review of the week. You know that each and every weekend on my Ask Cabral, I'm looking through my iPad, or I'm using, so this basically is my iPad mini right here. It's a nice little device, of course. I'm sure many of you have an iPad at home. I don't use an iPad extensively, but it is really nice for travel with. I can take notes with this if I want. I can hook it up to a Bluetooth keyboard if I want to, which is super thin and lightweight. So this is great to have. And then I have my phone. Why am I showing you all these different devices? Because I use EMF blockers on all of them. So my wife, EMF blocker on hers. All my kids have these safe sleeve blockers on theirs. Okay. The other nice thing about the safe sleeve blocker is that you can set it up, and if you travel with it, you could watch a show or video or whatever you'd like on that. So this is nice. If my daughters put this on their lap, they have the safe sleeve blocker right there in the car if we're on a long car trip or flight. But now I've been waiting for this because I've been waiting for Safe Sleeve to come out with this product, because the thing is, they put their testing of their EMFs and all the different products with radiation right up on their website. And I personally test these with my Tri-Field or GQ or both EMF testing meter. Okay, I've linked those up as well. All my EMF-based devices and blockers are at stephencabral.com/resources. But today, as I debut this new EMF Laptop Pad, this will be at stephencabral.com/1939. And if Safe Sleeve allows it, we will give everyone a discount code today. And they're usually really good about it. I've been working with Safe Sleeve, meaning trying to have them offer our community at least 5 or 10% off for many years now, because I've been using them for at least 4 years. So this is an anti-radiation laptop pad that I'm going to show you in a moment. It is a 3-in-1, they call it lap desk, because if you're ever putting your laptop on your legs, if you're in bed or on the couch, it's so bad for it's so bad for your genitalia, your ovaries, your testes, your gut, not good. And literally, you are frying your body with radiation. And that's just like, that's the truth. You can measure it on your laptop. You can feel the heat coming right out of it. So this is a heat shield, a radiation shield, and it acts as an accessory pouch as well. So I'm going to link up the link to learn more about it, but the radiation, you can see it right here on here. It is blocked once you put this below your laptop. So just like their other products, you'll see it. It is a nice, smooth, black pad here. It is rigid, so there's a metal plate in there. Okay, so there's a metal plate, hard to bend, but it acts as a great desk. So you basically just put this on your lap, and you can put your laptop right on top and not have to worry about the radiation getting through. So you can see that there's a metal shield right inside. And then in the back, this is the accessory pouch that you could put items in if you're traveling. The other nice thing is, if you use a laptop bag, what you would do, and what I do, is you would put this against your body inside of your laptop bag. If you're watching this on video, you basically just, if you're listening to audio, you put the EMF blocker, laptop blocker, against your body inside of your bag, your backpack, or a laptop, shoulder bag, and you put the laptop on the other side, and that's going to allow you to block that radiation. So these are devices that I just consider, it's like a water filter. There's not a lot of devices that you need to kind of go out right away and purchase. You can kind of do them over time. But for me, it goes back to water filters, shower filters, bath filters, and blocking EMFs. I just think that they're must-haves in the world that we live in, because if you put a laptop on your legs, you are absolutely radiating your body, and that could lead to, well, at worst case, it could lead to cancer, and moderately, for sure, it could lead to issues potentially with fertility and other issues as well. So just wanted to share that with you. This is, again, exactly what I will be using going forward. And again, it's a great device. I will certainly travel with this as well. Okay, next up, we are going over some research for you, and we're kind of staying on the tech side. And I want to go over right now the issues with wireless-based headphones. So I've wanted a pair of wireless headphones for quite some time. I still use my wired headphones. I do recommend ear tubes for most people, but I'll tell you, the ear tubes, just because of my ears, however they're shaped or misshaped, they don't stay in. So I can't work out with those headphones in my ears. So I just use regular wired headphones. And you know what? They work fine. They work fine. They're not wired, which is good. But the issue is that when you're using a lot of these wireless headphones, that it is beaming through Bluetooth, okay, the EMFs to one of your ears. All right. So what does that mean? Well, it's basically taking the signal that would typically be connected, and I'll just plug this in for right now. Let's see if I can find this. I can't, but we'll use this for right now. So we've got my phone here if you're watching this on video, and we've got the headphones up here. So this headphone cord is about, what, 2-3 feet away? 2.5, 3 feet away. So the signal is coming nowhere near my brain, right? Nowhere near my brain. It's coming to my phone, and my phone has an EMF blocker on it. So I can keep that against my body. I can keep it on my desk. I can keep it away from me, which is what I try to do, trying to keep my phone on my body. But when you're using the wireless headphones, you're beaming the signal directly to your ear. Now, here's where it gets worse. Over-ear headphones are actually better than your inner ear headphones. And that's because your inner ear headphones get closer to the brain. And believe it or not, in studies they've shown every millimeter counts. And it's even worse for children. So please do not allow your children to use the wireless headphones. So they now make devices that I'm not going to recommend because this does not let you off the hook from the research that I've read. But they now make devices that deflect a lot of the EMFs away from the headphone. However, what they haven't done and don't know about, nor have they figured it out, is how to block the magnetic radiation from going between one headphone and the other headphone. So what we have now is your brain in the middle and magnetic frequencies going through one headphone connecting to the other. And it's not traveling around your head, it's traveling through your head as well. And just to quote some, obviously pretty smart scientists out there. This doctor is out of Dr. Moskowitz out of the University of California, Berkeley, basically said that he can't imagine that this is good for you, that there's not a lot of science that shows whether it's harmful or not harmful, but that the wireless headphones are communicating to one another using a magnetic induction field, a variable magnetic field, which sends and communicates information directly through your brain. This is Dr. Joel Moskowitz. And wireless technologies are simply outpacing both research and regulation, and it could have disastrous effects for your health. A petition warning that microwave radiation from many popular wireless technologies may pose health risks and has gathered many signatures to this point. So I will stop there, but there is quite a bit of information on how we don't know yet what type of harm this may cause, okay? We know that back in the day, holding a cell phone to your head was absolutely a potential cause of brain tumors and brain cancer. Could these new wireless headphones also lead to that? Not today, not tomorrow, but in 5 or 10 years from now. That's what I'm worried about. That's why I still have not switched to wireless headphones. You should do as what you feel is best, but I would be very cautious is what I'm saying, right? I'd be cautious. So that's my recommendation for today. If new research comes out showing that it's not harmful, great. But again, we're not even talking about EMFs in this case that could be deflected. We're talking about magnetic induction, which is going through the brain. Is it good? Is it bad? I would doubt that it's good. We don't quite yet know how bad it may be. All right, one more research for the day, and that is on a new saliva test that hopefully will replace blood tests for discerning if a person coming into the emergency room or hospital or doctor's office just had a heart attack, severe or non-severe. So the test looks at cardiac troponin, a protein released into the blood when the heart muscle is damaged. The saliva test works within 10 minutes versus hours for the blood test. This can make a significant difference in the potential for potentially another heart attack or what to do when you do arrive at a hospital or emergency room. So just remember that if you ever hear of someone or you're ever around or whatever it might be, just remember there is a new saliva test. You can ask for it. It's well within your rights to be able to do that. So hopefully not for you, but remember the information that we share is hopefully not for us. It's for other people that we can serve as well. So hopefully today's podcast was helpful. So much information that I'd love to be able to share with you. I'm always taking your recommendations. Let me know in the comments below, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening anywhere in the world, right? You can always leave it on Instagram as well. So take care. Thank you so much. Feel free to share this show with anyone you believe it could serve. And I'll be back tomorrow with our Cabral house calls, answering our community's questions each and every weekend. Take care.